Cricket fans, we've got a special guest joining us on Cricbaaz today. A man who truly embodies the global spirit of cricket, Saurabh Netravalkar. Saurabh isn't just your typical cricketer. His bowling started in his cricketing journey representing India at under 19 level, but there is a twist. He's now also leading charge with bowl for United States cricket team. Well, that's not all. Saurabh isn't just a cricketing whiz. He's also a whiz with a code. He graduated from the prestigious Sardar Patel Institute of Technology in Mumbai and well-renowned Cornell University. Saurabh was a software engineer by profession, and last year he got picked by Washington Freedom in the Major Cricket League and retained this year as well. So a warm welcome to Saurabh. Cricbaaz listeners, we are excited to have you on the show and hear about your unique cricketing journey. Saurabh, welcome.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Archan, for having me on the show and looking forward to the conversation.
Thank you. So, doing what you love to do and you are passionate about, right? Uh, I am myself living in the Bay Area, and there are about, you know, 400,000 techies in the Bay Area. So when I do like a Venn diagram of techies with masters of CS in to a professional career, I only find one, and that's you. So please tell us about your journey there.
Okay, so should I start like from childhood or in the Bay Area?
You can start from your childhood and take it from US from India to the US. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So to give you a brief overview, I grew up, born and brought up in Mumbai, which is kind of like the capital for cricket in India. Grew up in a cricket crazy family. My father was very passionate. He used to play for college level as well. So I grew up playing in the gully cricket, like you say, with in my society and stuff. Always used to watch a lot of TV, try to copy cricketers in the 90s. I'm really fond of that time. Started a summer camp in school, started to enjoy the game. That's when I started playing leather ball, like at the age of around 9 or 10. Dad took me to a selection on Oval Maidan in Mumbai. It's a famous ground there
Hmm.
for an academy which was run by Vensarkar sir. And I got picked there in their club side. And that's when my actual professional journey started, where I used to go 5 days a week to train in Churchgate from the suburbs of Mumbai, where I used to live. After school, I used to go there, train. Then slowly I advance the ranks. Like under 13, I played club cricket, got picked for Mumbai under 15, under 17, under 19. So fast forward, basically, under 19 was a good year for me where I sort of stepped up and got picked in the national side, the Indian team, through all those years of like the sacrifices, I'd say. And I'm really grateful to my parents to sort of support me through that journey. They used to travel with me. I used to travel in the local trains of Mumbai, like for an hour every day.
Hmm.
Used to have my food, do my homework as well in the trains as well. So that was like a good journey of full of like family support and sacrifices, and I'm grateful for that time. So basically, fast forward under 19. But at the parallel, I was always enthusiastic about studies. Like I used to like math, I used to like science. So it sort of didn't feel like work to me because I used to enjoy it and I looked forward to doing it. So that carried on in parallel. And I did my engineering. That time, cricket kind of took a back seat, but I tried to pursue as much as I could. I still played under 23 and stuff, but after playing for India, I couldn't make it to the senior Mumbai team consistently. I made my debut for Mumbai in the first class cricket in 2013 when I graduated from my undergrad.
Hmm.
That's when I actually had to make a call because I had got an on-campus placement, which was a full-time job,
Hmm.
and I got picked in the Mumbai team at the same time. So that time I took a call that I'll give full time to cricket, and I didn't go to my job. So I gave 2 full years for cricket, 2013 to 15. played few games for Mumbai, but again, I was like in and out of the side. I wasn't breaking into that next level. In IPL also, I was like on around the training squads, but not quite getting picked in the auction. So it was obviously cutthroat, good competition in India, especially in Mumbai, with so many quality cricketers. So in 2015, sort of, I made the call that, if I can't go on and play for India, then I'd rather pursue my other career. That was I made that call with a heavy heart, but I gave my GRE, I gave my entrance exams, and luckily, I got admission into one of the good universities, I'd say, in my field of in computer science. So I took that
Very good.
leap. Yeah, so I took that leap and I came to the US. Not like literally gave up playing cricket. I didn't even get my shoes to the US. I just came here to study, maybe get a good job. That's how it started. I came to Cornell. It was a 1 year course for me. It was a master's, so hardly found any time. But I did manage to see they see people playing cricket and for fun. We used to play with other colleges for fun. There was an organization called American College Cricket.
Hmm.
We used to participate, go as a team, but that was mostly fun basis. Most focus was on studies, and like after graduating, luckily I got job at Oracle in the Bay Area. That's where I moved, and that's when sort of I got introduced to professional cricket in the US properly, where I started playing club cricket in the Bay Area, and that's big. Like there are 2 3 good leagues, like NCCA is one, and there's Baka. I started playing on the weekends, and the club that I used to play for sort of had 3 4 guys who were in the then current USA team at that time. So that's how I came to know the cricket scene here, and that there was a national team, and then I could work towards it. And that's when I started training hard, but it was mostly on the weekends. So work 5 days a week, maybe play Saturday, Sunday. I started playing in LA because LA used to have turf pitches. So
Hmm.
a Bay Area at that time, we didn't have any proper cricket pitches like the
Got it.
clay pitches. We had like the synthetic turfs. And so we used to drive for 6 hours to LA on a Friday evening, play a game on Saturday, be back on Sunday, play a game in Bay Area. So it was like that basically. Fly out on Friday, Monday, you're back to work. And then gradually, I started traveling to different places because we have long weekends in the US, right? So the cricket fraternity usually makes use of these long weekends,
Yeah.
and they
True.
have like a professional T20 tournaments, and they call it like US Open, Houston Open, Atlanta Open. So those tournaments started happening. So I used to participate in them, and they used to really call good cricketers
Yeah.
from all around the globe, especially from Caribbean and stuff like that. So that's where I sort of got to step up my game. I came to know what I need to work on. I started working hard, and through all those years, gradually, when I was very lucky that when I completed 3 years in the US, ICC actually relaxed their criteria from 7 years to 3 years. So you uh,
Hmm.
earlier had to live in the US for 7 years to be eligible to play for the US. And that became three when I completed three. So I luckily
Nice.
sort of, and I did well also in the tournaments leading up to the selection. So that sort of earned me a cap in the team. And through the support of the guys in my club, right, who helped me get the connections to actually try out. So it all
Very,
worked out. I'm really grateful for that. And then sort of the journey started there for the national team. So that's what the gist of it basically.
very, very awesome. Such an inspirational and a fascinating story.
Yeah, Saurabh, so I'm Dr. Nilesh Mehta, and we've met several times before. One of the common people that we know is, of course, Praveen Amre, who speaks very highly of you every time I talk to him. Um, One of the questions that I had in my mind is the IPL is going on. This is the
Mhm.
17th season happening in India, and this year two bouncers are allowed for a fast bowler to bowl in 1 over. The the whole tournament, the whole concept is heavily stacked in favor of the batters, and the bowlers sometimes struggle. I mean, we saw that SRH match, 500 runs scored in one day. As a bowler, you're a left arm bowler who, a very intelligent bowler, I might add, because you use your variations very nicely and deceptively. Two bouncers in 1 over. Do you think that whatever you've seen of the IPL so far, have the fast bowlers made good use of it? And your general thoughts about the fact that two bouncers are allowed to help the bowlers, if we can say to help the bowlers.
So I think it's definitely a welcome move where you get that extra option and you can keep the batsman guessing. And nowadays, especially in T20, it's not just the quick bouncer. Like bowlers also bowl slower bouncers. And if you can bowl
Yes.
slow at that height, it's hard to hit for six. So that's also another option for you. If the ball goes above the head and dips onto you, that's also a good ball that you have. So, and certain guys are obviously susceptible to quick bouncers, especially from bowlers who bowl 140 plus. So it's definitely keeps the batsman on their toes, that they cannot assume after the bouncer that the ball has to be full and they can try to line up and hit it for six. I saw a few teams trying to targetedly use it against specific batters, not in general. And obviously, it's too early in the IPL to say how much of an effect that will have, but it definitely creates that doubt in the batsman's mind, I think. And as a bowler, you have that additional option that you can go for if that is your strength.
Between the fast and the slow bouncer, which one is more difficult to bowl?
So for different bowlers, I think it's different. A guy who's naturally quick, like 140, 150, maybe quick bouncer. For me personally, I like my slower bouncers because I'm not 140. I'm usually 125, 130. So I kind of try to mix up my pace. So my quick bouncer is like a surprise ball, which the batsman won't, they will not expect me to bowl, but I use it rarely. It's mostly my slower balls and my cutters and my swing, in swing, out swing. That's what I rely on.
Cool. Saurabh, I'm going to geek out on some technology questions. AI.
ये दो टेकी आ गए, मेरा तो आज मेरा गड़बड़ है.
So AI in cricket, right? Like, so we have Hawkeye, we have DRS, like performance analysis tools like Hawkeye. There is a AI to track the ball trajectory and predict where the ball goes next. There is variable technology that measures, and monitors health and fitness metrics, and helps provide more insights into, cricketers' health and potential probable injury issues and things like that. So just wanted to get your take on, like, uh, is this how do you see the future of AI in cricket, essentially?
I mean, definitely it augments the game, right? So more data, the more parameters you have as a player or as teams to make strategies on. And I do see the impact of that in the professional leagues that I've played. Like the video and the analysts have a lot more data. Like they look at patterns of each batsman as to how they go about playing their first 10 balls, when do they accelerate. These are all patterns, and data really helps to sort of see that. So you can't basically, after the first season that you play, you can't come with the same plan against the same team again. So this is what most of us won't observe on TV, but to have to succeed against a team once may be fine, but twice you need to come up with something new every time. So that is sort of, the game is definitely becoming more mental, I'd say, than skill. Obviously, skill is important, but that way the dynamics of the games are changing now. It's more of mind games from a player's perspective. From a fan's perspective, obviously you like to see more data on your UI, some fancy angles, you see
Yeah.
field settings, you see predictions or probabilities. It's always good fun for the fans as well. Regarding the equipment, I have also seen the use of lately smart balls in the Dubai T20 that I played, where the ball
Okay.
had a chip or something, and that could give data as to the revolutions, the backspin, the swing, and all those things. I've also heard about smart bats as well, where that's also, I think, in progress, or guys are using it. I don't know, but that's also in progress, where you'll get like the power
Right.
generated, how close to the sweet spot of the bat was the shot, and all those things, right? So you get specific things for a batsman or a bowler to work on, like, and then your trainer or your coach can devise specific things. So yeah, definitely it's becoming more targeted and more specific. So
Thanks. That's
there to
awesome.
I mean, it's always good. More data is always good.
And
You use it or not is on us, but like
yeah,
the
and always evolving too, right? So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Saurabh, next 4 months are going to be very exciting for you, right? You have Canada and then Bangladesh that will help you and the US national team to prepare for the upcoming World Cup, and then the World Cup in June itself. And congratulations to you for being selected in the Canada in the US squad against Canada. And of course, we wish you all the best for all those matches coming up. In terms of your own preparation for whether it be Canada, Bangladesh, or World Cup, have you set aside any goals for yourself that this is what I'll do this month, next month, without giving too many secrets away to the opposition?
I think obviously we've kickstarted our preparations 2 3 weeks ago as a national team. Like we had our national tournaments. We had a good training camp last week, which ended, and now we have another one leading up to two preparatory tournaments. So I think there's good amount of time for us to bond as a unit to get our combinations right. So as a team, definitely it's a step in the right direction, I'd say. Personally, I think I've switched from being goal oriented to like process oriented, where sort of I'm trying to eat well, I'm trying to do my routines right. So I'm trying to stay fit, follow my trainer's program. I also kind of follow a spiritual path. I do yoga, I do my visualization, I do my sadhana, like you say. And that sort of keeps me happy, where if I'm giving my best within the role that the team gives me at that time, so I'm just trying to excel at that time and not trying to think too far in the future and get affected by who is the opponent. So I'm trying to like do my role irrespective of if I'm playing against Canada or India. Yes, obviously it will be a special feeling to play against big teams, but for me, what's in my hands is to sort of do my role, and that is me with the ball in hand, me with the bat in hand, in and irrespective of the batsman. It's a batsman who holds a bat in hand, who has a pad. It's the same thing. I have to hit those stumps. So that's the goal. I think I'm just trying to like keep it simple.
Excellent. Yeah.
Superb. And Saurabh, in closing, I just want to say this to the fans, and just a couple of lines on you is Saurabh Netravalkar, computer engineer by the day. On the cricketing field, he loves to play. For the US team, he bowls like a dream. In Major League Cricket, he makes batsmen scream. 6 wickets for 9 runs, that's quite a feat. He proves in cricket, even techies can compete. So thank you, Saurabh. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm grateful for those words. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck to you, Saurabh.
Good luck.
Thanks, Arjun. Thanks,
Bye.
Nilesh.
Thank you.